Hi, this is Darren from ALO Upholstery and Interiors. Today I'm going to show you how to upholster this round storage ottoman. So the measurement for each hole side to side is 7 inches and top to bottom is 7 inches. This is all preference on size. So I already drilled 2 holes on either sides for the hinge. I already put the T-nut already on the other side as well. So this is the type of screws I'm using and this T-nut. So I did a little trial and error using this hinge to see if it works when I open the lid or not. And it does work, so now I've determined where to put the holes. This is called the lift hinge that I'm using. So now I'm just drilling all the holes for the buttons. Now I'm using 1/2 inch foam to glue on the edge. So this is the type of foam glue that I'm using. And also the spray gun that I'm using. This is the type of foam saw that I'm using to cut the foam. Now I'm using 4-inch medium density foam. So you want to make sure you put the foam on the T-nut side. So once I'm done gluing the foam on top, I'll be using a needle like this and a marker like this to poke it underneath of the foam and mark it on top of the foam afterwards as a guide when I do drill out the foam. So now I'm just going to mark all the holes first and then drill all the holes out afterwards. So now I'll be using a hole saw like this to drill out the foam. Now I'm using fiber to put on top so it gives it a nice soft feel to it. So now what I'm doing here is getting a sample fabric just to put on top to make one sample of the diamond and use that as a guide if you want to mark it on top of the fabric. So once you determine the deepness that you like it, you want to put the fabric on like that and use a marker, poke it where the holes would go and measure that afterwards. So the measurement would be around 9 inches to 9 inches. So this is the type of die that I'll be using to make the buttons. This is the bottom shell that I'll be using. I'll I'll be putting the fabric on and then the top shell, pushing it afterwards. This is how it looks like. I'll be using a 2-pound nylon string like this. So this is how I lock the buttons down. Once I'm putting the buttons on, I like to fix the pleat as I go as well. It makes it a lot easier. So I like to make the buttons from left to right first, halfway, and then I do the other half. So once I'm done putting all the buttons down, I like to lock a few staples all around first and then perfect it afterwards. Now I'm using 1/4 inch foam, and then I'll be using black cotton fabric like this. For the outer part, I'll be using cardboard like this. So you want to staple this all the way around and join it evenly. Now I'm using 1/2 inch foam like this. Now I'm locking a few staples all around first to see if everything looks perfect, and then I'll staple it down. Now that I'm done stapling all the top part, I'll be stapling all the bottom afterwards. Now I'm using black lining for the bottom base. Now I'm using black lining. After that, I'll be using cardboard to staple and flip the fabric. So I'll be stapling all around the top edge first, and then I'll be putting the cardboard. So now I'm marking all where the wood stud is, so when I do put the cardboard, it's easy to staple it. Now I'm just using the 1/2 inch cardboard for the side edge here. Now I'm going to be stapling all around the bottom base. Now I'm putting 1/4 inch foam for the bottom base insert. Now I'm using the same black cotton fabric. This is the other smaller insert for the area where the hinge is. So now I'll be screwing this lift hinge on the side. Now I'll be putting the springs on. So here's how the finished piece looks like. So thank you for watching, and if you like the video, please don't forget to like it and share it. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe.